Good afternoon, designers, and welcome to today's episode of Game of Rugs. Today we are playing Playhouse, and we are going to do the daily. We're going to look at some scores, and we're going to talk about the limited edition items that are for sale in bundles for the holidays, and potentially we're going to do all of those things in opposite order. So let's start out by looking at what's available. So we have the All Spruced Up bundle for $2.99, and I mean, I have to say, I 100% appreciate being bribed with super cute animals. Like, who doesn't want a kitten in a box? Well, okay, I just want to make it very clear to Santa, I do not want a kitten in a box in real life, but if I can have an adorable fake kitten in a box, I'm all over that. And we also have this Merry and Bright set for the holidays, and I will say that, I mean, an adorable puppy on a bed, the furniture's great, the artwork is whatever. This is, as far as I can tell, the only way to acquire a Christmas tree between now and Christmas. Is that accurate? What is today's date? I don't know what today's date is. It's like the 14th? 8 days. Are there going to be more Christmas trees in the days before Christmas? I don't know, because the only reason I would buy this is for the Christmas tree. I do want to decorate rooms with Christmas trees in the days before Christmas, but my plan is to buy this on the last day, because if you only get 3 uses of each item, I don't want to use them up now. I might buy the all spruced up one. I don't know. It seems like a reasonable amount of money. I'd be curious to know how many of these holiday sparkle bundles they sold. Everything is cute, but I'm not cute enough. I mean, and it's a big bundle, but $9.99 is a lot of money. If I was going to spend $9.99, which I definitely have, would I rather spend it on diamonds? Yes. Anyway, so we have all of that going on, and that feeds directly into my next thing. So if I buy those bundles now, the chances that I'm not going to use up all the bundle items on things that are definitely designed for you to put bundle items in is 0. So then what's going to happen is it's going to be the 17th of December, and I'm not going to have any Christmas shit left. I also have a sort of fundamental problem with, I hate Christmas. So I don't want to spend the next 10 days decorating Christmas items. Especially not when I'm going to have to buy multiples of $2.99 items. And like there, we have today's daily, again, totally designed for a Christmas tree. Am I going to put a Christmas tree into it? No, I'm not. I think I have one because I think I was smart enough to save a Christmas tree. Yeah, I have this Christmas tree left over from the last bundle. But it's more of a Hanukkah bush, really. And it doesn't go in this room, so if I delete it, do I get it back? I do. Okay, great. So that whole idea I had of buying stuff to stock up with early didn't really work out. Anyway, what is this? Let's maybe do this room together. I don't want to do the daily because I'm not going to deck it out in Christmas stuff. So we're just going to see a bunch of poor design decisions on my part. I was looking for one of these was like an industrial sort of thing. Let's do this room. I love this room already because I am a neutral bitch. I mean, that's not true. I love a pop of color, but there's something incredibly soothing about a neutral room. I'm so there for it. I love it. It just I mean, Playhouse is a lot cheaper than therapy, is all I'm saying. Um, Great. I always hit the submit button and then have second thoughts, and I should have put the coordinating piece of art on the mantelpiece there, and I didn't. Anyway, so the last time we spoke, I was going to do work projects for 2 weekends, and then I was going to Italy, and I did go to Italy. I spent a week in Italy with my 80-year-old mother, and that was super fun. We did absolutely nothing. We went nowhere. We went out for dinner and lunch and stayed in our Airbnb and slept, and it was great. And then I bundled my mama home. I bundled her off to the UK to visit my aunt, actually. And then I went to Venice on my own because going to Venice has been on my bucket list for my entire life. It felt sort of urgent to get to Venice because Venice is sinking faster than I am. But I wanted to go while I was sure that I could still walk, because Venice is a place that is, this seems mean. I really struggled with this room because it wanted white chairs and a brown sofa, and I'm not great at that. And I don't really know how to do that, as we can see from this room. I did do my best, and I like this room, but I'm not surprised it scored as poorly as it did. I put 2 ottomans together to make a coffee table, and then I put that tea tray on top of a side table, and then slid the side table under the coffee table in order to be able to put something on top of the ottomans that I was using as a fabric coffee table. Other people are much better at that trick than I am. They manage to do things like stack bunk beds, and I don't know how they stack twin beds to be bunk beds. I have absolutely no idea how they're doing that. So I'm going to investigate that, and I actually have a bunch of things. I really should have put a chair in here. But I made good choices, I just didn't make enough of them. So anyway, I went off to Venice. It was magical. I had seen lots and lots and lots of pictures of Venice, and obviously I had always wanted to go. But what I didn't understand is that you see photos of Venice and it looks amazing, and I didn't understand that every inch of Venice looks that amazing. Every single inch. I am so glad that I went. I am 100% sure that the universe wanted me to go to Venice, because my hotel room was, 50 euros per night. So I spent 2 nights in Venice, basically 2 full days. And then I went to take a water taxi to the airport on my way out. And the entire sunset was purple, like a deep purple, like it was completely magical. So I'm underwhelmed by this room. I'm surprised it got a 4.9. So I have no regrets about going. I did as much as I could do. I didn't set an agenda. I didn't have a destination for things I wanted to see. I just wanted to go and enjoy being there with whatever I was able to do. And my hotel was one bridge over from St. Mark's. Ooh, love a nice vibe. It's probably for a room I hate. What is it? I love it. It's so exciting. Okay. Yeah, great. Okay, but what room? Oh, surprising. Nice. Good job, me. Love those chairs. That was really fun. So yeah, my hotel room was one bridge over from St. Mark's Square. It was empty. I highly recommend going in the winter if you can. I have I have photos of the empty square. There's literally nobody in it. It was really, really, really great. And then I started my journey home and started coughing on the plane. I was wearing a mask. I'm very sorry to everybody who was on my flight with me. I really felt okay until I got to the airport, started coughing on the plane in my mask, and then came home and had COVID. Was it worth it? It was. Because I 100% wanted to make sure that I got to Venice before I died. So if I died of COVID, job done. I don't know. But I came home. I called my doctor the next day as soon as I got a positive antigen test. Wow, we are just kicking it out of the park today. I called my doctor as soon as I had a positive antigen test. I got on Paxlovid, and I will say I had a really easy ride. I'm very, very fortunate. I know that. I am #blessed to have access to Paxlovid. It worked really well for me. You've got to be kidding me, because this room is butt ugly. Like, it's really not. To be fair, all of the rooms at 1.5s are ugly because the requirements basically made you design an ugly room. So here we are. Oh, wow, that's really similar to mine. Oh, it is mine. I got a top design. Wow. Yeah, that is so similar to mine that it is mine. Well, that's a surprising result. That, I believe, is my third one. This is so much better. So much better. But look, I'm going to fucking take it. Amazing. Wow. Okay. And that was really that. So that I went to Venice, I came home, got COVID, spent another 3 days in bed, and then as I work from home anyway. So it was all good. And the only other interesting thing that happened is that I get a full wheelchair escort onto the plane and off the plane. And they now have these whole, like, it's like a shipping container almost, a short shipping container that goes up and down on a lift to the back door of the airplane. And you walk on or wheel onto the lift, and then they lift you down, and the lift is drivable, so they drive you on the lowered lift to the terminal. And I was explaining to the nice men who performed this operation for me in both directions, but when I was landing back in Ireland, I'm very annoyed by this. Very annoyed. okay, it's Christmas and I didn't want to do Christmas, and I bet the people who scored well did Christmas because they don't hate Christmas. Oh my God, so much Christmas. And there's your bundle. There's your seasonal bundle. It's a bundle dump. That's perfectly fine. That's what they're there for, and I will be doing those in 3 days before Christmas. So I'm not really complaining. But anyway, I'm complaining a little bit. Anyway, I was explaining to those nice men that previously, because I had a knee replacement, so I was in a wheelchair for a while in my 20s, I was explaining that previously they didn't have these mobility vehicles, and what they would do is hoist you up and down in the food delivery, the food service hoist. And they couldn't believe it because it was not dignified. I will just say it was not a dignified way to get on and off a airplane in a wheelchair. But we have moved on, and we treat people with mobility issues with a little more dignity now. Possibly just because there are more of us. I don't fucking know. Anyway, that was my time in Italy, so I'm sorry for the return delay. I did have COVID. I have survived. All is well. And that's all of the things that we're going to be doing. So thank you for joining me. I hope that you have a great week. And I will see you on the next episode of Game of Rugs to Playhouse. Bye now.